Right off the bat, you guys like my stupid thumbnail? Right off the bat, I know nobody's here. Actually, probably nobody will join because it's Christmas Eve. I don't who knows? Who knows who will even join this? But it's one of those things. It's about discipline. You know what I mean? Like, what am I gonna do? Like, what am I gonna do if I miss 1 week? Right? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna miss another week. I'm like, I didn't do it last week. I'll just do it next week. You know? You can't do that. You can't do that. You gotta have good habits. And the funny thing is, if we're being honest here, and I like honesty here, these live streams have actually like lost viewers or subscribers for me, which is hilarious. Hilarious. But it's fine though. It's fine. Getting everything set up. Right off the bat. Uh-oh. Of course the stream's yelling at me already. You know? Stream's yelling at me already. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. What up, man? Thank you. Video did well. Video did very well. Please let me know if the stream is just terrible. I don't know why. I got the incredibly intriguing Broncos and Patriots game on here. What a waste of time. What a waste of everyone's time. Let them go home for Christmas. Ah, man. I don't know what's going on. What up, Jack? Yeah, I don't, I'm sure a lot of people are busy tonight, but it's just the discipline. I got to keep it going. If I miss 1 week, I know how I am. I'm going to miss another week. And so I'm going to be disciplined, and I'm going to remain dedicated to doing a live stream every Sunday. Happy holidays. What up, Natalie? What up, Gabe? He's currently driving. Drive safe, Gabe. Okay? We don't want anything happening to you. What up, Rob? I am not going to that game. Unfortunately, I sold the tickets. I sold them a little too early, too. I could have made more money than I did. So we got this 3-11 against the 7-7 Broncos going on. Just, powerhouse matchup for our Christmas Eve night. I know. Whoa, Debbie. Whoa, Debbie. Whoa. Debbie, you're the great. You're the GOAT. But you do too much for me. I need $50? I need to send that to charity or something. Debbie, come on. Merry Christmas. You're the greatest, but jeez. Thank you so much, but that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cash. That's a lot of cash. I don't even know what to say at this point. Goodness gracious. Merry Christmas. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas. Yeah, Jack, this game sucks. It's all good, though. Yeah, no, I'm not going to the game tomorrow. What do you guys think is going to happen? I think that, I don't know. I predicted that we were going to stomp the Eagles. I don't feel quite as confident this time. By the way, the Cowboys are pretenders, right? We all knew it, right? We all knew they were pretenders. And here they go, pretending again. Huh? What are they doing? Playing make-believe again? as a powerhouse team. But tomorrow's gonna be a good game. Debbie, you gonna be there? I sold my tickets, so I'm not gonna be there. Alright, I restarted the stream. Let's see if this helps. How's it? It's not dropping frames anymore. It was dropping frames. Now it looks like it's cool. So it looks better now. Looks better? We good? What up, Jesus? I'm sorry it's cold at Tolandia. What's up, man? Thank you for subscribing to my channel and whatnot. I appreciate you. Okay, we're back in business. I know the problem now. I know the problem. You know, I keep having to adjust these live streams every time to make it look a little better. All right. Why does it still say poor though? I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna just talk my thing. You know, I invited a friend from Atlanta to join me for the game. It's his first game at Levi's Stadium too. That's awesome. That's fun. He's from Atlanta. Is he Niner fan or Falcons? Yeah, so the Ravens game, I think it's gonna be good. And honestly, I'm more worried about the Falcons than anyone in the NFC. And I was worried about the Bills because they were getting hot, but they looked like hot garbage yesterday. Was that yesterday? Whenever their last game was. Yesterday, day before, I don't know. All my days are smushed together nowadays. But Bills look terrible. Definitely look beatable. And I'm really only worried about the Ravens. But you never know, in the playoffs, any team could get hot. That's how it goes, you know. But I'm excited. Let's go. You know? I'm going to put my helmet on, and I'm going to get on out there. So yeah, I'm gonna run through. I know this list I got looks a little daunting, but it's all quick things, so I'm gonna make it quick. Oh, now YouTube's telling me it's excellent, so make up your mind, YouTube. I just realized my mic was really far away too. I did that last time, remember? I'm a big dummy sometimes, you know. My brain's all over the place. Also, back to what Jack said. Or I'll go down the list. So yeah, Cowboys look like hot garbage. Tomorrow's gonna be a blockbuster. I don't know what else to say, really. But it's crazy how this year it seems like there's a few upper crust teams, and then everybody else is kind of like mid, right? Like everyone else is mediocre. It's a weird season, and it kind of sucks because like as much as I'm enjoying the 49ers, it feels like outside of that, this season has been super boring. Is that just me? Anyone else have that perception? Or is it just because, like, I don't know, something about the Niners doing good is making it seem that way? I don't know. It just seems like outside of the Niners and, like, you know, and the Eagles and Cowboys play was fun, but, like, other than that, man, it seems like such a boring season. What up, Rod? What up, Marie? Merry Christmas. No, it's going to be hella loud at Levi's tomorrow. It better be. I wish I was going, but, you know, trying to save money, trying to get a new camera, all that, so. But this is my pledge when it comes to that. The next game I will go to is if we get a home championship game. If we get a home championship game, I will definitely be there. I told my brother Cole he's got to come up for it. I told him he's got to make it happen. No matter what, he's got to make it happen. So yeah, that's my pledge to the channel. And you know, I am hoping that there will be a parade episode I can do. That would be incredibly fun. Yeah. You know, tomorrow will be a good game when the Ravens own the 49ers again. All right, RJ. Okay. It's not in Baltimore this time. All right. Hey, good luck to the Ravens. Okay. We'll see. I don't expect, like, I did predict that we were going to dominate the Eagles, which, a lot of people thought it was going to be a closer game. I don't feel as confident with this one, but we'll see. I'm confident in the 49ers, but the Ravens have definitely seemed to figure things out. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. Yeah. So this Christmas, I don't really have anything to do. My family's kind of all over the place right now. My great aunt passed away a few months ago. And it's too bad because I usually work Christmases, and this Christmas I actually have it off. And no plans. We went out to a Chinese restaurant earlier tonight. My mom, my aunt, my grandma, and the boy himself, Jet. But it's like, it just made me sad thinking about Christmas memories and Christmas traditions. And like, I really want to make Christmas traditions. That's going to be my goal in the next few years when it comes to Christmas, is to do a better job of like planning ahead and like taking charge on planning things and trying to get my family more involved and more connected and together. Because I feel like, I don't know, Christmas traditions are just like so fun, like to end the year, spending time with people you care about and acts of service to people you care about and things like that. I don't know. I think it's important. And so I literally just put this on here to say that is going to be my goal going forward. And I think, I probably messed up by not having kids by now. That would have made things easier to like find the Christmas spirit and have reasons to get together with family and stuff. But it is what it is. If not doing anything, you're always welcome over to our house. Thank you, Marie. I appreciate that. You guys are very kind to me. Really enjoy your Candlestick video. You did an amazing job. Must have taken ages to edit. You just mercilessly have you. If you like sim games, drop me a sub. What kind of sim games? Like Sim City? They don't make Sim City anymore, right? Or The Sims? But I appreciate that, and yes, it took forever to edit. I've been working on that video since summertime, I think. Like, I literally had like 5 hours of, 5 hours of like historical footage, like moments to cut through. And I had like 5 hours of my personal clips of like tours and games to cut through. All the pictures I found, and having to edit each one of like, I add the weird effects of like the digital artifacts and the grain and all that. That took a long time. And then just trying to piece it together, like how I wanted to tell the story. It took a very long time. I still really, had a good time making it. It just took forever. Driving and stuff like that. Keep up the great work. All right, I'll check it out. I'll definitely check it out. Let me just put this out there too. I was going to put a short out on the channel and I forgot. Anybody that sees this, okay? I know it was game 3 of the World Series, okay? I was out there walking around a dirt lot for 5 hours trying to remember all the stories I wanted to tell, trying to remember all the history I wanted to tell. And I think in my mind, I was just thinking it was the opening game at Candlestick in the World Series. So I just was like, oh, game 1. Because it was like, first game at Candlestick. I know it was game 3. In fact, I cut out a lot from this video, by the way. There was the first edit of the video was like 45 minutes long. There was a ton of stories and history I cut out because I just didn't want the video to be too long, because it's already like 28 minutes, 29 minutes, and that's like kind of too long for YouTube unless you're like really established, and I'm not. So I wanted to cut out and chop it down. So there was even like a part where I talked about the documentary, the day the series stopped, about the World Series. I talked more in depth about the World Series. So it was a dumb mistake. It was a brain fart. It was a goof. I was walking around and in the dirt, and then when I was editing, I wasn't even thinking. I don't like oftentimes double check what I'm saying. I'm just like editing the video. So it was stupid. I hate that that's going to forever be the comment that everyone leaves. But it is what it is. It's all right. At least it gets comments, right? I think Candlestick is your best video before I love the Chargers video. That's when I found like 2 years ago. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, the Chargers video was fun. A little rushed, but really cool to be able to go there and see that, abandoned field and all that. I look, I'm very proud, very, very proud of that video, of the Candlestick video. I don't know if it was my best though. I'll say that. I don't know. It's up there. It's definitely up there. I think yeah, I'm proud of it. I don't know if it's my best though. I don't know what my best video would be. I like all of them. Almost. There are some few. I'll do that on another live stream. I'll talk about like which videos I don't like. That'd actually be funny. Yeah, there's a few though. I think Allensworth I'm really proud of. Manzanar I'm really proud of. A lot of the history ones. I always talk about it. I like the history ones the best. They're the funnest for me to make. And usually the sports ones at the events are the hardest ones for me to make. Like having to find a story and not miss things and all that. It's very stressful. But this, the Candlestick one was different because obviously I'm not at a game filming it. So it was easier to film, or less stressful to film, but took forever to edit. But yeah, I'm really proud of it, and I'm glad it performed well. I'm glad it, picked up some steam. It's slowed down now, but I still think it'll be like one of those kind of tentpole videos on the channel that will kind of always get a few views trickling in here and there, which is cool. Arco Arena is another one that's like that. It just kind of consistently gets views. The last Raiders game at Oakland consistently gets views. Yeah, there's a few other ones. Oh, the Grand Theft Auto Cluckin' Bell, that always gets views. But yeah, so I'm proud of that video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for leaving comments and stuff. Like I still got to catch up. I still think I'm behind. Like there's over almost 900 comments on that video. I still got to catch up and like respond to them all. I'm trying to respond to everyone except for like the negative ones I ignore. But it's so cool. Like what I love about stuff like that, and there's just certain videos that really cater to it, and this is one of them where like I get to tell my story kind of, or like my experience, and then people get to tell me theirs, and it sort of parallels mine. And it just makes like the videos feel more real to me, I guess, which is like super cool. I don't know. It's hard to explain the feeling, but like knowing that, I don't want to say knowing that I'm not alone, because it's not like that kind of thing. It's more like just knowing that I was able to make this, and then it opened up like all these other paths from like other people to like share their experience. I don't know if I'm explaining that right, but I just really like when people connect to the videos and I get to hear more stories. And there's a guy who DM'd me on Instagram and said that Earl Campbell gave him his cleats because he was a ball boy like on the sidelines at Candlestick, and he would be on the visitor sideline for football, and Earl Campbell gave him his cleats. Like how cool is that? Like being able to hear these stories is like super cool. And I'm really happy because, man, I think it was last live stream or maybe the live stream before, like I was telling you guys, I feel like I don't get that many comments, and like I want to find a way to make my videos more comment worthy, or like spark conversation, or spark something. And then this video came out, and it's a ton of comments. It's a ton of people relating and telling me their stories and stuff. And I think that's just really cool. I think it's really cool that there's other people out there that appreciate the same thing. And you know, some people might find it weird how much I love Candlestick or how much it means to me, but it's genuine. It really does mean that to me. The stream's acting up again. I really need, like, maybe I need to move and get, like, I need to move. I need to get better internet or something. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, the Candlestick video, I'm really proud of it. I know next video will probably get like 100 views. It's not going to be the same. It's not sustainable. But I did learn so much. Or I read something a while, like recently, about how like the algorithm works. And I got to watch it in real time with this video. So I feel like I learned a lot about like YouTube and how it works, which is very interesting. And one day I'll break it down. Not on Christmas Eve, though. I want to go to Candlestick Park for a 49ers Bills game. Bills specifically? Are you a Bills fan? It looks like a bill in your icon's super small on my screen, but it looks like a bill, so, or a bison. So I'm assuming. Are you from out here? Dude, like, you got to go see the Bisons in Golden Gate Park if you haven't. But yeah, there's a lot of people too that was cool that they commented on the video and they were like, I never got to go to Candlestick, but you know, I still love this video, or I wish I did, or it seems so cool, like, and it was. But yeah, a lot of people probably or might think it's weird how much I love Candlestick, but it's not just Candlestick. And people say like it was trash, it was a terrible stadium, all this and that, and Candlestick really made me realize that it's not about like where you are necessarily, it's about who you're with. It's about what you get to experience. And Candlestick, you could say it was terrible, but it's where we all got to, you know, experience these things together. And so that ground will always mean something. And not just the fans experiencing things, but like great athletes and performers, and they made history there. So it doesn't matter that it didn't have the nicest bathrooms or, you know, amenities. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is that that's a place that we got to build memories that last forever. Bills fan, also Warriors fan. I've been a Warriors fan for the last 20 plus years. All right, I'll believe you. Speaking of, I went off on TikTok talking about the Dodgers, and I had fun trash talking people. And people were like, "Oh, you're a Warriors fan? I bet you were a Warriors fan before 2015." I guess I was. It's well documented. I got pictures of me at games in the 90s. So, you know, that's always fun. Go Dubs. Finally starting to play well. The only thing, I'm not too excited about the win streak because, like, it's almost all terrible teams other than the Celtics. But yeah, so Candlestick video, huge success, you know, especially compared to what we usually do on this channel. So it means a lot that people checked it out and connected with it. And, you know, I want to do more stuff like that. So, Dad grew up in the Bay before he moved to Buffalo. Okay, my family's like the opposite. I had family in like Syracuse area, Buffalo, and then they moved out here. This is 80, 90 years ago though. Wizards, Skin, Nats, Caps, DC United fan. All right, so I'm assuming you're from the DC area. Look, man. When you guys were the Bullets, I was very sad because Chris Webber was traded to the Bullets for Tom Gugliotta, and I was not happy about it when I was a kid. So I just got sidetracked because I just remembered. I want to take a quick trip to DC to check out something. Anyone guess? There's something there I need to see quick. Possibly. How did that candlestick video go viral? I don't want to do the whole breakdown, but I can talk about the algorithm. I watched it happen. I watched something that explained kind of the algorithm, and I watched it happen in real time. So it's pretty much true. But what's funny is you know, my videos lately have been getting like 300 views, like barely anything. And I feel like they're such good videos, but they're just not like, they're not catchy, I guess. They're not like viral ready. They're not like shareable. And they're also about things that aren't like trending. So like I did the 3-part series in Lock. If you haven't watched it, please watch it. I worked so hard on it. And it's such an incredible city or town on the Delta with all this seedy history. And even the bed and breakfast episode, we had so much fun. We did ghost gags. We did clones. We did all this stuff. I worked so hard on it and it barely got any views. I expect that, but like with this video, I knew Candlestick is obviously something that's more popular, and it's football season. The Niners are doing good, a lot of good things. So in my head, I was like, when it catches and it bottoms out, I'm just hoping for like 5,000 views. If I can get 5,000 views, I'll be happy. And you know, it got like 40,000 in the first day or something. So it outperformed what I expected, and I'm very happy about that. But to answer your question, Rob, a few things were at play. The fact that, like I just said, it's Candlestick Park, right? There's a lot of people who love Candlestick just like I do. It's football season. 49ers are good. 49ers have a big fan base. I'm very proud of the thumbnail. I think the thumbnail is very catchy. I actually made the thumbnail months ago. Like, I made the thumbnail so early and I was so happy with it. And it's hard to see, but in the thumbnail, it kind of has the ghost of Candlestick behind me. So yeah, I think all those factors just came into play and I got lucky with one. You know, it's slowing down. I don't expect it to go too much higher. It's at like 80,000 something. I don't think I'll hit 100K. I doubt it, but I definitely needed that, and to be honest, the video made some good money, which is nice because I'm trying to buy a new camera since my camera broke. Is it over here? No, it's not over here. I talked in the last couple live streams, or last live stream, my camera broke, so I'm not able to film anything right now. But luckily, I still have like 10 videos to edit. So there's still going to be content coming out. I just need to save up for a camera. So I kind of needed that bump from this video to help with that. So yeah, that's cool. I really am thankful for it, and I'm glad people enjoyed it. And you know, people saying they're tearing up and stuff. Man, I was tearing up every time I was editing it, like all the time. Merry Red and Gold Christmas 559er. What up? Can't wait for tomorrow. Have you ever been to Current Bill Stadium? So actually, I've talked about this on a lot of live streams, so if you heard this, I'm sorry, but I had a Buffalo trip planned last winter. I was going to be there for a week. I was going to do a whole series of videos. I was going to do the Herschel's Carousel Factory. I wanted to do Fort Niagara. I wanted to do videos there. I want to do video at Carousel Factory. I want to do some videos at Silo City. And I planned the trip in advance, and I planned to go to Bills versus... Dang, I forgot who they were playing. I don't remember who they were playing, but I was going to go to a Bills game, and I was going to go see Ralph Wilson, or whatever you guys call it now. I'll call it Ralph Wilson. And as it got closer, you know, I planned the trip like 3 months in advance. And as it got closer, like a month out, you can see the first weather predictions, or what is it called? Forecast. My brain doesn't work so good anymore. The weather forecast, when it first came out, like it's like a month in advance, you can see the first early forecast. It was showing like a little bit of rain or like sprinkling, and I was like, man, please don't tell me It's going to be sprinkling. And I was hoping and praying for a snow game. I've never been to a snow game. It's a bucket list thing. I want to go to a snow game. Me and my cousin Steve, the Pig Van, you guys may know and love from the channel, we were both going. And I was telling him, I was like, dude, we might get lucky. And the forecast started showing some snow. I was getting so excited. And as we got closer and closer, each week, inching up, the snow forecast was getting higher and higher, bigger and bigger. And that ended up being that weekend where it was an epic snowstorm. The game was moved to Cleveland, and all flights were canceled. The airport was shut down. So everything was canceled. My flight was canceled. I canceled the Airbnb. The game was canceled. So I didn't get to do my Buffalo trip. But I have a list of things I want to see in Buffalo and do videos at, including Ralph Wilson. So, yes, I eventually want to get to Buffalo and go to Ralph Wilson. I am living SC, South Carolina. I would love to see you make a video of the U.S. Air Arena at Cap Center, and good luck with the RFK video. Hey, shh. Good guess, though. I want to do a video at every stadium and arena before I die. That's my goal. Dub Nation, absolutely. Sad watching it because I know I'll be sad when the final game at the Ralph in 2 years. I'm a Bills season ticket holder. I'll still call it the Ralph. Highmark, that's right, yeah. So yeah, man, I have to get there before it's gone. Too many legendary players played there for me to not see it. You know what I mean? And I want to try to make it to a snow game. That's my ultimate goal. But I was hoping maybe this season there'd be like a snow game and I could last minute get tickets, but just finances aren't there. My camera broke. A lot of things not working in my favor. But you know, maybe I can plan it ahead again next year and make it happen. But I went to Syracuse when I was a kid. I went to Niagara Falls. I was very little though. I was a toddler because I had family in the area. And there's some other years ago on my channel, if you go back, there's a short documentary about me trying to find my family history. And I need to go to Buffalo and research some of that too. So I say that to say that the Buffalo area, Syracuse, even into, Ontario, Hamilton, all those places, Niagara, I have an affinity for that area. It's somewhere I really want to go and explore. It's somewhere where, because my family history and whatnot, I feel like I have a connection there. And the fact that I went there as a toddler. So it's definitely somewhere I want to go. Especially see Ralph Wilson, man. I'd love to go there. So he said, take a guess. I did. Your secret is safe with me. Fun in DC vid is going to be a banger. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have time, but I know that there was a permit holdup. Because I thought I was out of time, but then I just read something the other day that said I might have more time. So I might have to reach out to you and see if you know anything. If you can answer any of my questions. But yeah, something maybe after the snow in a couple months or something. But yeah, dude, I was gonna take a trip last year and then I thought I was too late. And now they're saying there's a permit holdup, so I should have just gone when I wanted to, but didn't. But that would be, oh my God, the RFK, the amount of history in that place. Come on, man, come on. Man, I'm going a lot longer than I thought. I'm glad you guys are here, man. Thank you. So yeah, with the success of the Candlestick video, it was very heartwarming. So I've decided the last Niner game of the season against the Rams, I'm going to do a giveaway for those tickets. I was going to sell them, but since we have new subscribers and whatnot, I just want to hook someone up. So I will be doing a giveaway probably later this week, either probably right before New Year's instead of after, because that's not a lot of time to get ready for the game. I don't know. But I'm going to do a giveaway for the game against the Rams, last game of the season. So look out for that. Usually I do it through Instagram just because it's easier to do it that way. It's easier to keep track of things and whatnot. So follow at Variety Show with 2 V's on Instagram if you'd like to take part in the 49er ticket giveaway later this week. And that's just to show my appreciation for people for enjoying my video, really. So, yeah, look out for that. And then Lost Places. I need to find some pics from you that shot of the secret location when it was active. I don't know if I know what the secret location is. Was it the apartment? Was it the secret apartment? I have a book about that. Anyways, Lost Places. So what I was thinking, and this is also about New Year's. So I'm trying to plan. I should be able to get a camera soon. I should be able to get it. Oh, the secret. I see what you're saying. I get it. But I think there's an apartment in there. Right? I've heard about that. And I saw that they kind of like tore out all the locker rooms and stuff already, which sucks. But if I could see the shell, at least I'll be over the moon anyways. So whatever. But yeah, going into the new year, I was trying to plan of like what kind of videos can I do to kind of cater to larger audiences, or like growing my channel instead of being so stubborn and just doing the things I want to do. And you guys know I've talked about possibly ending the channel or changing the channel or something. It's been a struggle, but I want to have some plans, some game plans instead before I just give up and I regret it. I don't want to regret anything I've done, right? Because I'm the type that dwells on regrets. So I have some videos already that have been filmed already that I will put out soon. Some abandoned places and things like that, but there's also some really cool stuff that's like lost places, which is kind of a new category. It's like abandoned and history mixed. So I have a video coming out. I haven't even started editing, honestly. I'm so behind. But I have a video coming out of a Bay Area ghost town. There's still some hints of it, but not a lot. But I'd like to do more of that into the new year. I'd really like to find some of these places that's like a lost town, not necessarily a ghost town, but like something that's not there anymore, or there's hints of it, and just tell the history. And it could be abandoned places too. And I want to do more of that because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy being able to like find these stories that people that even live there might not realize, like, do you know this used to be this, or this used to be, you know? So that's just something, an idea. And if anyone knows any places like that, I mean, definitely let me know. I don't know. It's just so cool. And this like old ghost town, Wild West town video I filmed already, it was just really fun. And I want to do more of that. And I want to share more history in kind of an interesting way. And I think it's interesting when you go somewhere and you're like, did you know this used to be like something totally different, or some crazy Wild West thing, you know? And I work in San Francisco, and where I work, there's a ton of history in this area. And so it's always fun if I'm with my coworkers, we'll walk to get food or something, and I'll be like, you know, that right here used to be so-and-so, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Because San Francisco is just packed with history. Like, it's insane, the amount of history on every block, you know? There's a jail. That's crazy. Dirty Harry Films, what up? Salute and Merry Christmas. Same to you, buddy. I appreciate you. I saw you left some comments. I replied to. I appreciate you checking out the videos and leaving comments and stuff. It means a lot. I was at Golden One Center last night. It was so nice. Went back to your sleep training video, and the difference between the two rings left me shocked. Yeah, man. Golden One's nice, man. Golden One's really nice. I had a really good time filming at Golden One. The Kings fans were a lot of fun when I did trivia over there. And that arena is just cool, man. Like, I love the downtown arenas, you know? It's fun. Like, I was always used to, like, Oracle Arena, which is, you know, it's over by the airport. It's like, it's all run down around it. A lot of industrial stuff, warehouses and stuff. So I was always used to that. Or like Cow Palace. Cow Palace is kind of like out on the outskirts. But those downtown arenas is just always so cool when it works out. And Golden One is awesome. The plaza is awesome. The little mall right there is awesome. And then you go underneath the tunnel to Old Town. Like, come on, man. That place is cool. I love Sacramento. And same with like in Dallas, American Airlines Arena. There's a center. I know there's two. There's American Airlines Center and American Airlines Arena. I think it's Arena, and I think center is Florida or something. I don't know. But anyways, where the Dallas Mavericks play, like the arena is so cool, and like they did this awesome brick facade, so it just fits in. It looks like it's been there forever, like I just super cool. I love when that works out, And Golden One I think is awesome. Like I wish I could have seen Arco Arena. I wish I could have experienced it. I know it was special. But if you have to have a replacement, an awesome downtown arena, you can't go wrong. I'd love to see you make a video of the Golden Gate Bridge jumpers and the history behind why so many people chose to self-delete. That's a heavy topic, man. I do have a full like Golden Gate Bridge episode I want to do about the actual history of the bridge. And I would definitely touch on that aspect of it. But yeah, that's interesting. That would be something people would be into. I know there's the one guy who's famous because he does like a ton of interviews, and he was in the documentary. He actually jumped but lived, so he's kind of like an advocate now for self-worth, self-love, things like that. I think the netting's almost done. They have like a net across the whole bottom now, which is crazy. But the history of the bridge itself is actually very intriguing and just cool. Like some of the stuff that what's his name? See, my brain doesn't work anymore. I can't think of his name. The head designer of the Golden Gate Bridge. I know this guy. Like I've read a book about him. I can't remember the name. But anyways, he was an incredible guy. I talked about him in like a couple different episodes. I don't remember. I can't remember his name. My brain doesn't work. It's over for me. But that guy is incredible. There's a statue of him right by the Golden Gate Bridge Visitor Center. I want to tell his story because he's awesome. And the way they made the bridge, some of the pitfalls, some of the trials and tribulations of making the bridge, I think is super cool history. And, you may have seen on Instagram, if you guys follow, I had a day with my niece recently over Thanksgiving week, and I showed her all this stuff. We went to the Golden Gate Bridge, we went to the Visitor Center, and it kind of reignited my passion for that kind of stuff. So I definitely want to do that. I figure on the back end how to get YouTube to help you monetize your channel. I'm learning as I go. The thing is, I'm stubborn and I do the videos I want to make, not necessarily what's trendy. There's a lot of things working against me. The fact that my channel is like it's called now variety show, it's all over the place. There's no niche. All those things work against me, but I just want to do what makes me happy and what I can feel proud of doing. And that's what it is. And my channel is monetized, by the way. So I do make a little bit of money, a little pocket change on YouTube. So yeah, I can't complain there. It's really sad. Someone from my school jumped from that bridge. Our school has been big on mental health ever since. Yeah, man. It's the human experience, man. That's one of my favorite things in my videos. Try to connect with the human experience of all these places and what the Golden Gate Bridge means to me, to other people, the symbol it can be, has meant something to me for years, actually. Like, the Golden Gate Bridge is actually so important to my mental health, because I think I've told this story before. I feel like I always repeat myself in my live streams, but I know it's not the same people always watching, but I apologize if it is. But I noticed when I started going to a lot of Giants games, I used to go to Giants games a lot growing up at Candlestick, and I didn't go very much when Pac Bell Park was new because it felt super expensive, and I was I was a late teens and stuff, so I didn't have a lot of money and time, so I didn't go to a whole lot of Giants games in the first like 8 years of Pac Bell Park. I went to a couple here and there. I'd go see Barry Bonds a couple times and things like that, but I didn't go to a ton of games. And then in like 2011, 2012, I had more freedom. I had more money. I started going to games all the time. Like, I mean, multiple times a week I'd go to games. I would notice that there'd be people. I'm very, I have like a high level of awareness of people's behaviors. That's like something that always sticks with me. And I would notice people that would go to games a lot, like I was. And I would just get tickets on StubHub, so I'd be sitting in all these different places. And, a lot of times you'd be sitting by people that have, like, season tickets. I love the people that are always there, like, doing the scorecards. Like, I can't pay attention enough to score the game, but I always appreciate those people. But I'd see a lot of people who are, like, season ticket holders, and they had this, like, super nonchalant attitude about, like, oh yeah, we're here all the time. Yeah, I've had these seats for years. Yeah, yeah, we're hanging out at the game. Oh, I didn't see you the other day. It was like super nonchalant, right? Which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just realized I never want to be that person. Like, for me, I can't count the amount of times I've walked into now Oracle Park. I've been to so many games. I've had so many amazing memories there. I know the place like the back of my hand. But every time I walk in, it's like the first time. Every time I walk in, I can't wait. I almost always go through the Willie Mays Plaza gate, go up the escalator, turn left, and walk out to look at the field, look at the grass, look at the players on the field warming up. And I'm still so excited like a kid. And I never want to lose that. I never want to lose that. I never want to be jaded. I never want to be bitter. I never want to feel just nonchalant about something that has meant so much to me or I've enjoyed so much. And circling back to the Golden Gate Bridge, that was another thing where I was a lot more bitter when I was younger. I was a lot more angry. I was a lot more standoffish, antisocial. And I was a person that I didn't want to be, basically. And that was something I noticed at games where I'm like, I don't want to be that person. Not that these people were bitter, but just like, I didn't want to not realize how lucky I am to be doing the things I'm doing or be the places I'm at. And the Golden Gate Bridge was another one that helped me change my life to be more positive. And because I would look at the Golden Gate Bridge and be in the city all the time and see it all the time and just realize that like there's people on the other side of the world who just like that's their bucket list thing, to see the Golden Gate Bridge, and here I am seeing it all the time. So I made it a point, and I still do this to this day, and this was like 10 years ago. Every single time without fail, when I see the Golden Gate Bridge, I take a second to look at it and just think, that's pretty cool. That's the Golden Gate Bridge right there. That's pretty cool. So the Golden Gate Bridge has become this symbol to me to never lose sight of my gratefulness or being thankful for things or like appreciating things, enjoying life, having fun, having joy, because I didn't have that for very long. And so the Golden Gate Bridge is something that is very, very special to me because of that. And sorry for that long rant, but it's important to me. Dog days of summer at Candlestick as a kid. They were the best, man. The best. Yeah, except for men's health as well. You can make a video on the jumpers and make a positive vibe on the jumpers and make the video spread. There's hope. Call someone. I definitely I take that to heart, man. Like I'm saying I hear you, and yeah, I hear you. You may have a very good point with that. Look, my mental health is not the greatest. It hasn't. It's never been. I've had a lot of dark times as well, and that's why this channel means so much to me, because it's helped me Times I felt that there was no hope, I was like, well, at least there's another video I can make or something I can do. And I feel, I've said this a million times, but I want, whenever I leave Earth, I want to know that I was a net positive, right? Like we all have bad days where we were a net negative, like we made everyone's else life a little bit worse. You know, maybe we were a little rude, maybe, you know, we just weren't the best presence. But when you tally up our lives at the end of it, I want mine to be, I don't care if it's a tiny little bit, 1 or 2 points over, as long as I'm net positive, you know. And I wish I could do more things for people. That's why I like doing giveaways and stuff. And I really wish I could help people more. And I just feel like I'm not really smart enough to do anything really impactful, you know. Like I can't invent some new medical device. I can't, like, you know, change people's lives in that way. I'm not rich, so I can't just give things to people. But what I can do is tell these cool stories, try to entertain, maybe, you know, teach someone, or, you know, connect in some way with my videos. And I'm trying to use that as like my superpower to eventually, you know, my channel's tiny, but I do have high hopes that maybe one day it won't be, and I can do more things for people. And, you know, I don't watch Mr. Beast, but I appreciate that his videos are kind of focused on like doing things for people. And I would love to do more of that, but, you know, I got to grow my channel first. So good to have an attitude of gratitude. Best way to live your life. Absolutely, Debbie. It took me a long time to realize that, but I realize it now, you know. You're totally right. There are many things we take for granted. There are many 49ers fans that think they're entitled to go to NFL games when a kid would love to go but can't. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like, there was people, and these weren't bad people. They weren't rude. They weren't jerks. They were just used to going to the games, right? It could be way worse. They could be entitled jerks. They weren't. But I still was like, I don't want to be that way. I want to walk in here with childlike wonder every single time, because I have since I was a kid. And I never want to get to that point where it's just ho-hum. Yeah, I go to Giants games. That's what I do. I go to Niner games. I'm a season ticket holder for the Niners now. Blessed. Absolutely blessed. I never thought that would happen. And every game I go to, every game, I'm looking at that field like, oh my God. That's an NFL field right there. Look how green it is. Oh my God, that's George Kittle right there. Are you kidding me? You know, went to the NFC Championship game. I'm like, oh my God, that's Aaron Rodgers. It's one of the greatest to ever do it. Went to the Oakland Coliseum, Thursday Night Football. Saw Peyton Manning kill the Raiders, right? Like, oh my God, that's Peyton Manning. I never want to be the type that's just like too cool for that. Like, no, man, I'm a kid. I'm a big kid, and I'm always appreciate it. And there was a lot of times in my life I didn't appreciate everything, but now I'm going to do everything I can to appreciate every little moment that, you know, I'm lucky enough to experience. And all my videos, when you see me saying how cool something is or how into it I am, like, that's not performance. That's not a character. I really am. You know, even the dumb ones, little weird things I film or places, and you're like, why do you care about that? Man, I love history. I love these places. I love these experiences. I love imagining the ghosts of the past, you know, that I always bring up. Like, I love that stuff, and I just never want to lose it. I'll never take it for granted. That was one of my thoughts I've seen your Candlestick video. I have no video in my life all these years, so I thought it was cool you had so much footage of the past. Yeah, man, that's a thing I thought about years ago too, because sometimes I feel like doing this channel and things like that, and I used to do music, right? So like I had to put myself out there, and I don't feel comfortable with that, to be honest. Like, it might sound crazy that I have this channel and all this, but I don't like being the center of attention, but I don't. And I kind of have to force myself to be sometimes. And, you know, despite me having braids in my hair and tattoos and all this stuff, I'm a super low-key person. A lot of people think I'm not because of like what I do or the way I look, whatever. But like, I really don't like the attention that much. But, so what I'm saying is, if I look at like my Instagram, it's like all pictures of me, and I'm like, is this coming across like arrogant or whatever? But I read it was like a blog or something years ago, and it was basically like, the gist of it was like, if I go to the Grand Canyon, I can Google a million pictures of the Grand Canyon. I can see it from every angle, but I can't see it with me or whoever I'm with or my family. I can't see it with them in it. So I like my photos to have me or whoever I'm with in it, my brother, whoever. And yeah, so I'm happy that with those Candlestick memories, I brought my camera. Because, you know, there was definitely, I remember back then, this was before I did my channel. So, like, I was like, do I want to bring my camera or just enjoy it? I'm so glad I brought my camera, you know? And so I'm happy that a lot of these experiences on my channel, I get to relive. I get to watch those memories with, you know, my loved ones, my friends. And there's a couple moments in my channel that mean the world to me. Like, there's one years ago. This is like the first year of the channel. Me and Jet, who's now a grown man almost, basically, legally. He was still very young. We flew on the Ford Trimotor. It was an old propeller plane, and we got special tickets to do a kind of like a 25-minute loop on the Ford Trimotor airplane. And there's a moment where I was filming Jet as we were taking off, and he's just kind of like looking out the window, and there's a moment where he starts to smile, and he kind of tries to not smile, so he does like that, and he does that, and it's just like this. He's a kid, so it's just like this joy that just comes over him, but he's trying to play it cool and not like let it all out, you know, because it's embarrassing if you let it all out. I get it, you know, but that moment where he starts to smile as the plane's, you know, going down the runway, we're about to take off. I always remember that moment, that little smile. So yeah, I'm glad I filmed these things. I'm glad that I have these moments, like with my brother and both my brothers, my cousin, my friends. I'm so thankful that I get to relive those a little bit, and I hope that us sharing it connects with people in some way, you know. And that's one of the things too, is like sometimes I feel, am I arrogant for being in the video so much? Should the video be more about the place or the experience? And I've considered that, because I've told this story a million times too, but I originally wasn't going to be in the show. I was trying to find another host, because I don't like being the center of attention. I really don't. But then I couldn't find a host and all this stuff, so I finally just started to do my show with me and my brother. But I just realized, like, there's so many YouTube videos of places, any place you go, pretty much. There's a few videos I've done where nobody else has done videos, but like a lot of them, there's already so many videos before I can ever even get there. But what's not there is me being able to narrate the experience, or, you know, be more involved, I guess. And so I've made the conscious decision to try to get over my insecurities and whatnot, to be involved in the videos and not just an observer, but an active participant, I guess. What up, Jennifer? On that way too, Dylan. That's why I like contributing to your channel. Please stop saying I'm doing too much for you. Allow me to do it because it brings me joy. Okay. All right, Debbie. All right. But you know, just, I'm the type of person, it's hard for me to accept things from people. I usually don't like gifts. I don't like presents or anything like that. But I understand that, and I do appreciate you, and I hope there's a way I can pay you back sometime. One that has helped me is from Jelly Roll. It's saying, I got it tattooed on me. It says, you're only one drink away from the devil, and only one call away from home helps me out. That's a good quote. I gotta look that up. But yeah, so into the new year, I'd like to find videos that are just stories that haven't really been told as much, or whatever. Like I said, lost places. There's the lost place that kind of gave me this idea that I filmed already. There's other videos about it a little bit, but none of them are very thorough. They're all very surface level, they're not teaching anything really. And I would like to change that. So yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. My channel will always be an inclusionary channel, all walks of life, all different people. I appreciate everybody's story and everybody's experience, everybody's culture, everybody's opinions. So yeah, I'm glad I'm able to connect with people. It helps me. This channel helps me more than it helps anybody, and there's nothing I could do to ever change that. But if I can make my channel something that we can have fun and also learn and also grow and do something good for people, that would be awesome. And with that said, the next giveaway will be later this week for Niner tickets, last game of the season. Your videos are truly enjoyable and filled with insightful content and delightful surprises. Your fun facts and personality give them an extra touch. Happy holidays. That sounds like a review. Thank you, Jennifer. That sounds like like someone did a review. That's funny. Thank you though. Appreciate it. And if you're here, a lot of people are here because of the sports videos, but I still urge you to check out the history ones. I put a lot into them, and I try to make them as interesting as possible. And I try to find cool stories. Let's see you make a video on the San Andreas Fault. That would be entertaining. Funny you say that. Not specifically San Andreas Fault, but there is a video coming up that is almost done editing that touches on the San Andreas Fault and some of the history connected to that. You never know when your last moment can happen. You never know when your last day will be. Treat each experience like it will be your last and savor it. Absolutely, Rob. 100%. Yo, man, just got on. What made you change the name of your channel? Been an OG sub. What up, City Boys 415? So something or other tour, it was a joke between me and my brother, and we were trying to, like I just said probably right before you got on, that originally I wasn't even going to be in the show. I was trying to find a host. I wanted to produce basically a hip-hop travel show. That was my idea. And I didn't have a name for it, and then finally I decided I'm just going to be in it. I'll just be the host, and I'll just grin and bear it and like learn how to be a host. And I'm telling you guys, this has been a long, hard struggle to try to be on camera and be comfortable. I'm not the type that really likes being on camera. I'm okay now, but early on it was hard. So I didn't have a name for the channel, and me and my brother Cole, who I started the channel with, we used to say something or other a lot. We always thought it was funny to say like old timey phrases and stuff. So we'd be like, oh, we're doing a little something or other, a little something or other. And he said something or other to her, and I just started laughing, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. And it was like interesting. It was like different. I just didn't realize how difficult it was to market or promote. It's hard to search for. It's easy to get wrong, like something or another, something, people would always say it wrong. I would have to repeat it multiple times. Then I tried to push like the acronym SOOT, like SOOT, but then I was like, but that doesn't tell anyone anything, And I thought the name Something or Other Tour would give it away what it is, like something or other. Like every video is different. We're doing different things, but it really didn't. It took people a little while to be like, oh, I get it. Something or other tour. You're doing something or other. Okay. But I just thought it was time, and variety with 2 V's, because, my media company is Vertlife, and just stylized it. I thought it looked cool. It's easier to market. It's easier to explain. It tells you right off the bat what the channel is. And it looks cooler with like graphics and stuff. It's going to be a lot easier to make like cool designs and merch and stuff like that. Something or Other Tour was hard to fit into things. I wanted to do like throwback shirts of like kind of parodies of things, and Something or Other Tour is just very long to fit on things. So I think overall it's just better. I probably should have did it earlier. Something or Other Tour is always going to mean something to me. It's always going to be funny to me. People can still call it that. my next, 10 videos I filmed before the name change, so they all say something or other tour. Even the Candlestick video I just put out, that was before the name change, so I said welcome to the something or other tour. So it's always relevant. It's always part of it. The URLs are still going to work. It's always going to be part of it, but Variety is just a much easier name to market. And I like it. I think it's cool. I think it stylized with 2 V's. It looks cool. So yeah, Variety is a new name, but something or other tour will always be relevant. It always means something to me. Preston Castle is a classic. Thank you, man. That video is one of my favorites for sure. I went back to Preston. I checked out some stuff around it. You know what? I can't do it, so I might as well just say it. It is a fun story. So next to Preston Castle, it's still connected to the prison grounds, right? And there's a new prison behind it, and there's a mid-century prison to the east of it. So there's like the castle, which is like 1800s, late 1800s. There's the mid-century one, which is like 1940s, 1950s. They're both abandoned. And then you got the new prison, newer, I think like 1990s, in the back, which is still active. So I was like, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a video on the mid-century abandoned prison. And I went with my cousin Steve. We scouted it out. There's no way. There's like barbed wire, like crazy barbed wire, like the razor wire. And then there's signs that says like it's a federal crime to trespass. So I'm not going to do it. But just know that I was planning on doing a video at the Preston facility, the mid-century abandoned prison, and I wasn't able to. But I tried. I went there. I checked it out. I tried to find a hole in the fence. Couldn't do it. This was like in the summer, like recently, not that long ago. This past year. Watching the Gold Coast, Australia. That's dope. Merry Christmas, man. 2:30 p.m. Christmas Day. Dang. You guys are so far ahead of us. What's it like in the future? Thank you. I appreciate it, by the way. Maybe someday I can make some Australian videos. That'd be awesome. Still support you. Get 100K subs soon. Hope, man. I've seen your name, man. I recognize your name. I remember, you've left comments on videos before, so I appreciate you sticking around. A lot of the old school subs haven't. What up, Jake? Merry Christmas, man. Thank you. Bordered my Mule Creek prison, Cal Fire, and abandoned juvenile facility. Plus all the creepy cabins. Yeah, so the juvenile facility, the abandoned juvenile facility, I wanted to do a video on that. And yeah, it's too risky. And I think honestly it's a video that even if I did it, when I upload it, I could be in some trouble. Based on the research I did. It's not a place I could just film and upload without getting in trouble. So but I love Preston. Love Ione. It's super cool. But one day I'll go back. But yeah, so giveaway. I'll do the giveaway on Instagram later this week for the 49er tickets, last game of the season, just to show appreciation for all the love I got from the Candlestick video. It meant a lot, man. It meant a lot. I needed that. You guys know that I was very disheartened by the channel lately. But Merry Christmas to everybody. If you want to get me a gift, just go ahead and go watch the Lock series I did at Lock, California, the old Delta town. That's what you can do if you want to do anything for me for Christmas. Just go watch those videos. Maybe leave a comment if you're feeling super generous. And other than that, like Lost Places I'd like to do this new year. I've been planning on doing like little short videos of like San Francisco history, Bay Area, like little videos that are kind of quick, maybe things that aren't, worthy of a whole video, but just I could do like a short 3-4 minute video maybe. There's a lot of amazing history in San Francisco, and I think I could kind of pump out videos like that. I'm still looking for help for like social media editing, if anyone knows anyone. Just because, you know, I need to do a lot more short form reels, YouTube shorts, TikToks, things like that. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna focus on this new year. But I'm looking at my list. I have a list on the wall of videos. Yeah, hopefully new camera soon so I can start doing stuff. But I have another video to upload that's done, but I might wait till the new year just to, you know, people are busy, people are enjoying their families and doing things like that. So I don't know. I might put it out though, but if not, then in the new year I will have a bunch of new videos ready to go. But yeah, so check out Instagram if you're interested in winning those 49er tickets, last game of the season. It'll be up either the end of this week or right after New Year's. I'm not sure yet. Hopefully, man, I rate your content for sure. I'm a Dubs fan. Let's go. Let's go. And also, of course, Niners are going to smack tomorrow. Where'd that RJ guy go? Where'd you go, RJ? Get back here. Merry Christmas. Let's get this win. Let's do it. Dubs 2. Dubs got to turn it around, man. Dubs got to turn it around. And I just want the Giants to be competitive. And I hope the Dodgers blow it all and choke. I didn't talk about Yamamoto, but I did on TikTok. I got a lot of Dodgers fans upset on TikTok the other day. But, you know. Also, it was the boy himself, Jet's birthday yesterday. He's a Christmas Eve baby. It's crazy how he's grown. And I appreciate the people on this channel that have been very kind to him as well. And, you know, appreciated him the way I appreciate him. Because my little brother, both my little brothers, my sister too, my niece, all the people in my family younger than me especially have made me a better man. And I just appreciate their presence, and it's cool when people on the channel appreciate Jet, you know, when he's on the show. All right, so thank you guys for being kind to him as well. I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for him. He's made me a better person, a better human being for existing, and I'm very thankful for him. How do you get inspiration, ideas for places to look into? There's no set thing. It's all over the place, man. Like sometimes I'll just see things on Instagram or Reddit. Some things I just know, and other places, like I've literally driven by places and turned around and went and filmed a video. That's happened before. So inspiration's all over the place. I think next week is like Sunday is New Year's Eve. So I don't know if anyone will join, but like I said, in the spirit of being disciplined and continuing this so I don't give up the Sunday live streams, I will still do a live stream next New Year's Eve. Maybe I'll do a little earlier in the night, so if there may be more people not, you know, busy with their festivities. But I will do it. I have to be disciplined and continue these Sunday live streams. And like I said, it's funny because the live streams, I've actually lost subscribers doing these live streams, but it's fine. You know, that probably people that didn't care what I was doing anyways, so that's cool. 49er ticket giveaway on Instagram later this week. Other than that, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I appreciate you guys, and hopefully I can make some more videos that you guys enjoy. Debbie, thanks again for how awesome you are, and enjoy the game tomorrow. Bang bang Niner gang, let's go. Got to get this win. Yeah, you guys are the best, man. You know, I don't have a million subs, but I have quality over quantity for sure. You guys have been so kind to me, and I appreciate it. And that, yeah, let's go. How do I keep putting this back when I just keep grabbing it again? Let's go Niners. All right, appreciate you guys.